Welcome to another episode on the Elwin YouTube channel, a unique space where you get a glimpse into our awesome philosophy for life and design. The best artist has that thought alone which is contained within the marble shell. The sculptor's hand can only break the spell to free the figures slumbering in the stone. Michelangelo. And here's our interesting fact for today. The names of the four most famous Renaissance artists directly inspired the names as well as the personalities of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Leonardo, Michelangelo, Raphael, and Donatello. Michelangelo the Turtle is known to be carefree and careless, just like the stereotypical teenager. In real life, the artist Michelangelo himself was rather sharp with his words and displayed a noticeably fiery character. In the actual world, he and contemporary artist Raphael competed and didn't quite get along. Well, what do you know? In the animated show, the two turtles butt heads pretty frequently as well. This video marks the first installment of our newest series on the period known as the Renaissance, literally meaning the rebirth in the French language, with naissance translating to birth, this 14th century era that came after the Middle Ages, or more grimly referred to as the Dark Ages, ushered in the beginnings of innovation, writings, discoveries, and a respect for artists. Ultimately, it was the introduction to Europeans' pursuit of art and education. Of the many prolific painters and sculptors, there are four who particularly changed the scene for the Renaissance, and ultimately, the future of the world. With that said, today's honorable mention is Michelangelo, or formally named as, wait, are you ready for this? Michelangelo di Lodovico Buonarroti Simoni. Ha! How's that for using as your everyday name? Yep, but you gotta remember, he was Italian after all. Born in 1475 in the town of Caprese near Tuscany to a middle-class family, he underwent significant grief from his mother's passing when he was merely 6 years old. But later, much to his delight, his father sent him to live with a family in which the man of the house happened to be a stonecutter, thus greatly influencing Michelangelo's insatiable interest in marble carving. As he transitioned to adolescence, his father sent him to learn the technical aspects of the arts in Florence. Although he enjoyed painting throughout most of his life, his true passion, as he quickly discovered, was the creation of sculptures. Such was his obsession with marble and the human anatomy that he succeeded in persuading the friars of the Catholic convent to gain access to said convent's hospital. So, what exactly are we saying here? You probably guessed it. Michelangelo personally studied cadavers inside and out, providing him more knowledge of the details of human anatomy, and some say that he even understood it better than most doctors. As for paintings, he is best known for the creation of Adam residing in the Sistine Chapel. His keen sense of expression and symbolism in his paintings, paired with his techniques of clear outlines of his subjects, something that many Renaissance artists did not prefer, they all show that despite his half-hearted love for painting, he was naturally gifted. Now, we can't fail to mention his highly praised sculptures like the towering David statue, which, at the time, created quite the ruckus due to its, controversial nudity. Get this, he actually managed to carve sculptures out of one big chunk of marble, an unheard of method and phenomenon, especially in those days. But you know what's just as incredible? After finishing the source of his pride, the sculpture of Moses, rumor has it that he struck the knee telling it to stand due to its beyond realistic outcome. And did you know, his grasp on human musculature was so incredibly profound that, if you look closely at Moses' right arm, there is this tiny micro-twitch muscle outlining the outer portion of the arm. The significance of this, you ask? Well, science points out that there's a muscle in that area of the human arm that is activated only when we're flexing or straightening our pinky. And what is Moses doing in this instance? Bingo! He's holding the tablets while holding out his pinky. Wow, incredible, no? And so, inarguably, I think we'd all have to conclude that he was, indeed, one of the greatest sculptors to ever walk the earth. We're curious to know, what are some awe-striking facts in this video for you? Please share in the comment section, then like the video and subscribe to our channel for more features on the Renaissance.